Alright traders, I'm back with another video. Just want to talk to you about support and resistance right now. Looking at any system that you trade, support and resistance is always going to be a factor in anything that you trade. Any indicator or anything, you have to always know where support and resistance levels are. Now if you're trading an indicator and you're using this indicator and the indicator tells you to get in here because you had this crossover or you had your indicator reach this level, that is irrelevant if you don't know where your support and resistance levels are. Because see, what can happen is this: the market tells you, oh, get in. Your indicator tells you, okay, get in right here. So you get in on this candle if you did, but now you're right up against this 4-hour resistance zone. So your indicator is telling you to get in. What's going to happen is your price is going to go up to this zone and it could go back down. So your indicators don't see support and resistance levels, but you have to see those levels, and you have to know that maybe I shouldn't take this trade because I'm too close to that level. Okay, so you have to see those things. But I'm trading with the Ichimoku system, and sometimes I trade just basic, no indicator, nothing, just support and resistance. Okay, I take the Ichimoku off the chart. Um, and I just trade this support and resistance. And I have this support and resistance zone right here, this 4-hour resistance zone, based off of the 4-hour time frame, and I have a daily resistance level here. Now my daily is going to be very strong. The 4-hour is going to be strong, but the daily is stronger than the 4-hour. Okay, the higher the time frame, the stronger the market, the stronger the support or resistance level. Okay, now what I'm looking at is a couple things. There's three areas that I'm concerned with on this chart right now. I'm concerned with this Kijun right here, this blue line right here. I'm concerned with this 4-hour resistance zone right here, and I'm concerned with this daily resistance level. These are the areas where the market's going to talk to me and tell me, look, this is what you can do because here's what I'm doing. Okay, so you'll know, you have to look for the signs that the market tells you, and you have to learn how to find those signs based off of your candles. Your candles could tell you some things when it comes up against a support and resistance zone or level. Okay, because look at this candle here, this long wick candle here that I have circled right here. This long wick candle hit this level right here, this resistance level, and it came back down. And then 2 candles later, which is 8 hours here, we still haven't gotten to this level. Now when price gets to this level, if it does, will it honor this level or will it violate this level? So that's what we want to see. We want to see if it's going to honor this level or violate it. And when it tells us what it's going to do, that's when we get into the market. Okay, so if it gets to this level and then it says I can't break this level, I have to drop down for a while, that's when we get into the market. But if it breaks this level, it says I'm breaking out, I'm going. So then we get in long and we go to this level. Okay, this is your next sensible technical level. Okay, because this is your next support and resistance level based off of your daily chart. Okay, so if it breaks this level, we're going to get in long and go here. Right now the market sentiment is bullish because we're above the Kumo. But if I look at it, it's starting to change slowly but surely bearish. Okay, I'll show you some reasons why. First of all, like I tell you, this Kijun acts like a trend line. So whenever price breaks the trend line, then maybe we're starting to become, maybe our move's starting to change. Okay, we're starting to become bearish or bullish, whichever way we break our trend line or bounce off of our trend line. So as we look here, price broke this Kijun right here, and price never even touched the Kijun for 380 pips. This was all the way to here, basically. So price never touched that until it got here. It bounced off of it and then it broke it. So usually when price breaks the Kijun Sen, it's a sign of a change of direction maybe. So we'll look at that sign. We see that we couldn't break this level here, so maybe we're starting to change our direction from going up to going back down. Now a couple other things you could look at is you're making higher highs, higher high, higher high, higher high. Okay, but now you make this high as your last high, and this may be your next high right here, depending. We have to see what the market does still. But if it closes here and starts to go back down, that's your lower high. Okay, so this high would be lower than this high, which tells us again that maybe the market direction is changing. So we have a lot of things telling us that. Then we have this TK crossover right here, which is also bearish. So we have some bearish signs. This Chiku span is below price. That's a bearish sign. Now, price being above the Kumo, that will be your last thing to change over, because you're going to have your crossover, you're going to have your Chiku span coming below price, okay, and you'll break your Kijun with price, and then your last thing will be price will be below this Kumo here. That'll be the last thing, and then your market sentiment will be 100% bearish, okay. But it looks like we may be changing, but we're not sure here. Okay, so we want to see a break above this level here, a close above this level, and if we close above this level, we'll get into the trade, and we could put our stop loss below this 4-hour resistance zone, or if we're following the Ichimoku system, we'll put it below this Kijun Sen, okay, and then we'll take it to this next level here. Okay, so that'll be where we see what the market's going to tell us. The market will tell us what it wants to do here, what it wants to do here, and what it wants to do here. Okay, those are areas where we look to listen to the market for what it's going to tell us. Okay, the market's not going to tell you anything here. What's it telling you here? Basically, there's no levels. Okay, now once after this candle broke here, there could be a lot of things happening right here. So there's nothing that the market's really telling you. It's telling you that it's breaking out of this level, and it's breaking through this Kijun, and it changed the direction, but you're not sure if it's going to come back down here and test this, because you need some more confirmation and some more signs before you know what the market's going to do. And then it gave you some more candles, and then it started to trend off our range off. So you could have put a little level here and a little level here, and then watch to see if it breaks out. Those are just things that you could do, but you want to look for areas where the market's going to talk to you. So it can't just be anything out of the sky blue. It has to be like a support and resistance area, or this area of the Kijun Sen, your trend lines, areas like that, the Kumo, the break of the Kumo. Inside the Kumo, we really don't want to do much because we're flying in a cloud, and when a pilot's flying in a cloud, he can't see. So we want to be able to see what we're doing. We don't want to be just flying blind. Okay, so like I'm saying, we want to break this level. We're breaking this Kijun Sen, so if we close above that, we're not going to get into a trade because we're too close to this level here. So if we got in a trade after this break right here, supposedly we got in here, we only have this level to move to before we could again come back down. So we want to break this level and then see what it's going to do at this level. Is it going to break that level or honor this level? So if it honors this level and bounces back down, then we could get into a short trade, and there's levels that we could follow it down to. But if looking at this chart and seeing that it's trying to become bearish, then maybe we would follow this and hopefully take it through the Kumo. But that's in time to see. Okay, like I said, break this level here, we get into the trade. This is where we would get into a long trade. We won't get in after the break here. We'll get in after this break, because leaves us some room to maneuver. Okay, so we'll go here and we'll take it up to this level, and we'll put our stop loss, we'll put it below here or below this Kijun Sen. Okay, like I said, the long wick candle is an indication that the market may be changing. All these signs will tell me that we could be becoming bearish. Okay, now we're going to see if we break these levels and get to this level. Now when we get to this level, we'll see what the market again does. Is it going to honor it or violate it? And that's where we decide to get into the market. We wait for these levels. Okay, we don't just jump in the market anywhere. We don't jump in between here. We wait till we get to the level where the market's going to talk to us. It's going to talk to us right here. It's going to talk to us right here. It's going to tell us what it wants to do here, what it wants to do there. So we'll wait for those levels. Okay, and basically that's about everything that I wanted to say. As we look here, we see this is a double top, so this is going to be a very strong level. So we want to see, price couldn't break it before. This was like 913. Price hit this level and then came back down, and then a little bit over a month later, price is back up at this level, and price couldn't break that level again a month later, so it started to drop down. Is it building up some momentum? Did it drop to build up a little momentum to break this level? We're going to find that out here shortly. Okay, but I'm going to look to see. I see a lot of signs tell me that it's becoming bearish, so we're going to look for wait to see if we get anything here to tell us to go short, or if we break here to go long, and then we'll wait for this level again. So these levels here are the levels that you want to look at for the next few days throughout this week. I think, I don't know if we'll even get to this level by Friday, but we could, you know. um, but that's it. That's pretty much everything. Still trading the Ichimoku system. You got your crossover, and it's a TK cross, which is a bearish cross right here. But we didn't take this cross. It's a weak sign because it's above the Kumo. Anything that's bearish signs above the Kumo's area is above the Kumo is bullish territory. This is medium territory, negative territory, no territory really, and this is bullish. I mean bearish. Bullish territory, bearish territory. I keep saying bearish and bullish at the wrong time because you want to always say. I always want to say bullish, but anyway, yeah. Anything that happens above the Kumo, anything above the Kumo really is bullish. Anything below the Kumo is bearish. So this happening here, this bearish crossover, is a weak sign because it's in bullish territory. And I taught this before, so I'm not going to go over that again. But this is what I'm talking about, the 4 hour resistance zone and this daily resistance level. Look for these levels for the market to do something. And these are levels where you're going to get into the trade. Okay, fellas, traders, that's about it. I think I said enough, and hopefully I'm helping and teaching. And until the next time, God bless. So long.